Welcome to another episode of Meal Prep Monday. I'm your host, Allison Schaaf, and in today's episode, we are admittedly going pretty far off track, honestly, from anything related to meal prep or meal planning. I've done this in the past. If you've listened to the podcast for a while, you know I tend to, I tie it into meal prep and meal planning when I can, but I also, if there's something that is on my mind or I feel called to share, then I do that. And today is definitely more the latter in feeling called to share. And it's a little bit of not a little bit, it's a heavier topic. That topic is miscarriage. And if you follow me along here, and I think you'll see why I'm sharing this, unfortunately, it's something I have a lot of experience with. I have gone through recurring miscarriages over the past, 4 or 5 years now. It's been a big, struggle for me personally and my family, me and my husband. Why am I sharing that today on a podcast about meal prep? Well, I am sharing it because I know that there are many of you out there that unfortunately have been impacted by miscarriage. And I'm also sharing it because I have spent the past few years creating a resource called Miscarriage Hope Desk. So yeah, this is kind of a shameless plug for Miscarriage Hope Desk because I know there's some of you out there that need it. And I wanted to hop on today and share that and say, hey, if this is you, if you're struggling, we have resources for you. If you know someone, even if this is not you and you can't personally relate, my guess is that you probably know someone. Again, this is more common than I ever realized, to be honest. I didn't realize it was common until I started struggling with it. So I'm not going to go through and share all of my personal stories here on today's episode. If you want to know more of my journey, I do share that on the Miscarriage Hope Desk website as well as. So a good place to start, you're listening to a podcast right now. We do have a Miscarriage Hope Desk podcast. I am not the host of that podcast. It's actually most of the content are interviews with our host, Laura Bowder. She hosts women that have struggled and then also a lot of expert interviews. So that would be a good place. And we've been doing it for a few years now. So there's so much in the archives. So that would be a good place to start. And then we do have, a website and a newsletter, a free checklist, all sorts of resources for someone that might be struggling with miscarriage. And even if this is not your particular struggle, but you are struggling in terms of building your family or any type of, infertility struggles, I just want you to know today that I see you. My heart goes out to you. I know how tough it can be. And yeah, this is the message I feel a little bit called to share today. And so I'm going to keep today's message pretty brief. Again, I don't want to go into all the stories of my personal experience. If that's something you want to hear more about, if you think it would help you and you're having some sort of struggle, check out that resource. I will link everything in the show notes. I mean, the best place to start is just miscarriagehopedesk.com. And from there, you can link to, the Facebook group and the Instagram page and all the different resources that we have put out. But today's episode is just sharing that that's there. If you need to hear this message is for you. I'm thinking of you, and just know that I'm sending you lots of hugs, lots of love from Texas, and I am sending all my love.